Hey guys, hii baridi ya Nairobi mnaisikiaje? Manze, I'm freezing. Funny enough, a friend of mine from a very cold country told me that hii baridi ni sisi tu tuna exaggerate, like from their end. Now it's like, what do they, maybe spring, I think, not summer really, but maybe spring. But as here, we are really freezing. Anyway, guys, welcome to another episode of Overcoming. Today we have one amazing lady. She's going to talk about organic farming, vermiculture, and nutrition. Hata mimi sijui definition of all those terms, but she's going to tell us more about these things. She's also a YouTuber. We'll share her link down below so that you can also follow her stories. And if you love farming, trust me, she's going to be a darling. She's going to explain all this in depth that you may never even knew existed. So stay tuned, guys. Please subscribe. Remember, your subscription really helps the channel to grow, and we love you, and we are so glad that you're watching right now. Well, let's miss Jessica. Hi Jessica.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Karibu sana to Overcoming. How are you doing?
You. I'm fine, thank you. I think I'm used to the cold.
You're used, are you,
I've
sir?
lived in Kikuyu for a few years. Tunazoea sasa hisi baridi vile.
Hey, me penye natoka, I'm already freezing. This is not good for me at all. I'm used to the scorching sun. Now, a nutritionist, an organic farmer,
Yeah.
and also a vermiculture, how do they marry each other? What exactly do you do?
Well, I'm a licensed nutritionist. I'm the co-founder of Malkia Nutrition. So what we do is we offer nutrition consultancy services.
Yes.
Mainly to manage lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and
Yes.
the like. So in that line of work, I realized like these conditions come about due to the food we eat. And so that's how we went into organic farming. So organic farming is whereby you don't use fertilizers,
Yeah.
the processed fertilizers on your crops. You don't use pesticides, and you don't use any herbicides.
Oh,
You don't use any chemicals.
Everything natural.
Yes, everything is natural. So that means the food that is produced at the end of it will be free from these chemicals because they are the ones that are causing the diseases.
Yes.
For example, if there is a residue on your crop that is carcinogenic,
Oh, yeah.
that means it can lead to cancer.
True.
Yeah, there are some that affect the reproductive system of a woman and even of a man. You know, all these chemicals, in as much as they have the active agent that kills whatever you want to kill, they have stuff that persists on the
Yes.
food crop.
Yes.
So those are the dangerous ones, and that's why we want to avoid that and help our clients and ourselves, like my household, to be free of this food.
Going all natural. Is there a
Yeah.
difference between organic food and organic farming? What is this organic food? I keep hearing people saying I'm going all organic.
Going all organic is avoiding any processed food, like all organic, fully organic. There are people who can do that. Fully, okay, like my household, we are not yet there because we still buy like stuff like sugar, we buy packet milk.
Oh yeah.
But someone is going fully organic, they will have a cow for their milk. They will have maybe like stevia for their sweetening the
Oh,
stuff, something like that.
like honey.
Yeah, or honey. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what is vermiculture? I've always wanted to ask and know this vermiculture. Yeah?
So, organic farming, now that we are not using any fertilizers, we need to manure. Manure is the like organically feeding your soil because you need soils to be enriched. So, vermiculture is whereby you get earthworms that were there, tambo, like a while back, maybe like 20 years back, I don't know.
Before we spoil the soil.
Yeah, before we spray the soil with chemicals and kill them. So these earthworms, they are called red grass. Like they shake like this, they wiggle. So, so you farm them. The way you farm them in a container, whereby you put some soil,
Yeah.
you put your food waste, like your cabbages, your avocados, whatever you use in the house. Like me, it's what I essentially use what I use in the house, right?
Yes.
And then you put like maybe some grass, some green stuff. You have dry matter, the soil, and green material that helps for the warm worms to burrow in. They help for the soil, the worms burrow in that soil, yeah? So you prepare that bed. There's you just put like a few rocks at the bottom, put some soil, then the food waste.
What exactly they use in the soil?
The worms,
Yeah.
they will eat through the food waste and produce manure. So that manure is called vermicompost. It's what I feed my crops. Then they also produce some liquid called vermiliquid that I can now spray on my crops to keep away the pests and diseases. So that's the whole system of
Vermiculture. Now, if you're saying that we sprayed and killed all the earthworms, where do you get them from?
Oh, so the people who grow them, now that the people who practice regenerative agriculture, this is whereby we want to go back to the original way of farming.
Oh, yeah.
So I met one lady called Sue Kahungu. She's the CEO of a company called iCow. They do organic. They are really strong on organic farming and soil advocacy. So I met her through WhatsApp groups. I talked to her. She was like, "Yeah, you come for these worms." So she has farmed them, and she gave them to me for free. But people sell them for around 2,500 per kilo.
Per kilo of worms. That is 2,500 guys per kilogram of worms. And I'm sure some guys are jumping by just the sound of hearing the wind sound.
Farming the worms, the red leafers is a lucrative business.
Wow.
There's a farm, I think, in Kiambu, who farms them in these big drums, like these drums is a mafuta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They lay eggs and
they
then,
lay eggs.
and then they hatch.
They are organisms, so they lay eggs, they hatch, they produce, and as you feed them, the more they grow and they grow. Even mine, I'm sure right now they are more than what I got.
And how do you maintain hygiene? You know, these are worms. Of course, anybody seeing the worms, they might relate them to that.
Yeah.
And hygienic situation.
If maybe someone who's been raised in a farm know that these things like to stay in the dark. They don't come out.
Yeah.
Actually, the containers have to be covered. We create like a dark, warm environment for them. So they won't leave that bucket.
Or they'll just stay there.
You'll never see them in your house. They're not aggressive. You can just hold them on your skin. They won't bite.
Wow.
They won't bite. Like I'll send you a photo of when I received them. I was just holding them in my hand. It's like this. Yeah. They don't bite. They just wriggle and go back in
So when someone jumps at the sight of them, it's just in their mind. Nothing. They are harmless. They are harmless.
Yeah, they are very harmless. They don't bite and they don't even affect the crop. So you see, they helped with aeration and increasing the organic content of soil before we kill them off. So now as we farm them, even if some go to the crop or the plants, they won't damage them. They're not pesticides. They're not pests, sorry.
They're not pests, yeah. So funny how we are all going towards technology, but to maintain that, to avoid some also things that comes with technology, you have to go back to the original way of doing things.
Yeah, you have to.
Wow, that is funny. Now, I was wondering, now if you're saying organic farming is completely no pesticide, no chemical at all, how do you control pests? How do you control, especially this, I don't know?
Aphids, flies, and all
exactly.
That. So the thing is, number one, when you're trained on organic farming, you're made aware that these things we call pests, they just exist, they're just like animals.
They're just minding their own business.
Yeah, they're just minding their own business. They come across some healthy crops and they are readily available and they feast on them, right?
Yes.
So what you do is we reduce the amount on our crops. So we do this maybe by using rabbit urine, by using ash, by just spraying them with water. If they are aphids, you just spray them and they go away. Yeah, we don't use any because you don't want to kill them. They're still useful in the environment anyway, in some sense. So the only problem is when they're in large quantities, like when you had the locusts. Naturally a locust is not a pest, right? But when it's a swamp, it becomes a nuisance. So if I get a swamp of aphids, I will spray them maybe with the rabbit urine or some like a hose pipe with high pressure to get them off my crops.
Oh, true. Now, guys, what really attracted me or made me call Jessica to our channel today is that she's practicing balcony farming. It's something amazing. She grows some spinach, some kales, and some other very interesting variety from her balcony, which she uses to feed her family. And she tells me that you can also do it as commercial purposes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's
Balcony
true.
farming.
Yeah, and so I began. You see, I was like, I shouldn't tell people something I don't practice.
Yeah,
I
true.
believe in doing what I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't
So
preach water while
yeah,
taking wine.
yeah. So what I did is I got interested in organic farming.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked some people in my contact groups,
Yeah.
and I got a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
They offer this training to farmers in maybe in rural settings. They're called C-Shape. So they trained me on organic farming.
Yes.
And I think I was just energetic and ready to go, you know. So I went, at that time in our area, they were digging some trenches. So
Mhm.
because some soil, I got some soil, put them in some tonka rice, and
Yeah.
I went to the farmer's market in Kikuyu and got some seedlings for spinach.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
That's how it started.
And you did your first.
Yeah, the karai, the first one
Mhm.
that's where we started. The green karai with like I think there were like 20 seedlings.
Mm-hmm.
We planted them there. There were too many for that karai, so we did several, some in a box that has gotten torn now. But that's how I started. Then, in the course of that training, it was a 4-day training,
Yeah.
I met another farmer who gave me strawberries and spices, the mint, the chocolate mint, the lavender,
Oh, yeah.
all those. Just the,
You grow this in your balcony now?
yeah, they're there.
Ah.
So the spices like the mint, oregano, and all that, just get a cutting, put it in soil,
Yes.
to grow some roots and catch it.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that's how it started. So then I have some strawberries that are flowering, I have spinach, I have
Like strawberries are supposed to grow and become a whole tree.
no strawberries don't
They
become-
don't?
They,
They don't
they're
be-
just a small plant.
Oh, this is the problem of not growing up in a farm.
Yeah,
I
it's just a
picture them
small-
on a whole a tree somewhere.
No, they're kind of like climbers. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that's how you the reason why you picture them like that. So if they're planted near a tree, they will trail around it.
Yes, yes, yes.
But for me, it's just farming them in small containers and now they're frying. So maybe in a week or two, we'll start having strawberries.
So apart from spinach, what
I
else
have
do you have?
strawberries,
Yes.
I have oregano, I have chocolate mint and the normal mint. We're trying to propagate lavender. We got spring onions and red onions, which are not doing so well right now. Yeah, that's about and some honey pills. Like a guinea there. Yeah.
So someone who is trying, maybe someone who is like, wow, this is interesting, balcony farming, I need to try this. What's the best tip you can give them? The one thing that you discovered while doing it practically, so that they don't do the mistake over again.
The best tip would be to start with the traditional vegetables. I think they are easier to propagate, like spinach and kale.
Yeah.
For some reason, probably because they are like, we consider them to be weeds.
Oh.
But so they grow anywhere.
Yeah, easily.
Because I had a lot of trouble propagating the spinach, but now they are doing well. And
Okay.
I'm really happy about that. But to try start with something like managu, terere, saga, something like that. The mints also do really well. The spices really.
Oh.
Oregano, thyme, whatever you
They
get.
do quite well.
Get a supply of rabbit urine from the word go.
Oh,
I
and
even
before,
knew that. Yeah,
before
I
in
even knew
advance.
that. It would have saved me like 1 or 2 weeks where the crops were struggling.
And how are the yields? How are the yields?
Now we have harvested the spring onions. One of those ones we have harvested them like every week. They're doing really
So
good.
you are using them as you
yeah,
speak?
now I'm using them.
Ah.
The spinach we have harvested, and as I said, in a week or two, we'll do strawberries.
Oh, wait a minute. The strawberries are ready to harvest.
Yeah, they're flowering. That will take like maybe 14 days to get some.
And you get, wow, this is
So,
interesting.
like for my smoothies, now I have my yogurt, we have strawberry flavor. I'm really looking forward to that.
Wow, we are going organic, guys. Now, what are your future plans, like the balcony farming? Are you planning to be able to transfer it somewhere else? Are you planning to do it larger scale, still the balcony? What are your plans?
Number one, we want to do a story garden. This is where you have like layers, like 4 or 5 tiers of a story garden. Not necessarily on the balcony, have a small space at the back where the landlord has allowed us to use. There I can propagate spinach easily.
Oh, yeah.
Lots.
Does it use a lot of water?
No, not really. Not really. Of course, it's clean water. You can't reduce or recycle any water,
Yes.
but it's not a lot of water.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's one thing. We do a story garden, and then we have started farming now on large scale in a farm at Kenyatta. So we when I started, the lady Sue told me No worry, you talk to people who have land
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
that's what we did. So we got land, we got to talk to people, and we got in a small piece of land and we're propagating the traditional vegetables, spinach and spring onions, all the variety we can get depending on market demand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, I told you guys, like people say agriculture is not sexy. She's taking agriculture to the next level.
Smart farming.
Yes, smart farming. When you just mentioned smart farming, are you trying to do maybe some incorporate maybe apps,
Technologies.
technology?
Yeah, we are, because especially at the farm we need a watering timer,
Oh,
because I'm
yeah?
not there at the farm all
Yes,
the
all
time.
the time, yeah.
Have to go to the office. So that's one of the things that we need to do, as well as like establishing a monitoring system such that we can monitor the crops even when we are still at the offices. So whether that be a camera that's connected to our devices, the water timer again connected to our devices.
So you can always time.
Yeah, you can.
Guys, if you want to know more about technology, you can watch our other videos here. We talked about technology with the journalists. You can learn more about that. And do you have a website?
But yeah, we do have a website.
Maybe.
As I said, I'm the co-founder of Malkia Nutrition. We have our website, is www.malkianutrition.com. Because all social media platforms, that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and even TikTok now.
Yeah.
We are at Malkia
Technology.
Nutrition. Yeah, we
Yes.
gotta be on all these platforms. We wanna go to Twitch. We wanna reach even the world is our playground
Yes,
now.
people should really embrace agriculture. It's a platform where people are escaping from, but actually it's the future.
Yeah, it's the future, because we are growing exponentially. Like
Yes.
we're almost now at 8 billion, 7.8.
Yeah.
We're gonna feed these people. We're
It's
gonna feed
true.
ourselves in these cities. So we're no
True.
longer
We
in the
can get
shacks.
shambas katikati ya town.
Yeah, you can get shambas, but you can grow it on your balcony.
Well, guys, that's an interesting conversation I just had with Jessica. Please check her out on her social media handles, and also check her out on her YouTube channel. I'll share the link below in the description place. And also remember to subscribe, comment, share. Please show us the love. We really, your support really encourages us, and we are so grateful that you're already doing this. You're already watching up to this point. Like, share, and we're going to grow together. Also, remember to watch all our other videos that we're sharing, our previous videos. And until next time, see you. Maybe Jessica can leave you with a tip about organic farming.
We ought to stop these lifestyle diseases. We have to prevent them, we have to manage them, and the way to do that is through food. So farm the food organically, consume really pesticide-free food, know the process from farm to fork. The food on your plate, you should know where it comes from. Thank you, and stay tuned.